Hey guys, I'm filming the first update for my fall project pan. I'm very excited because I was able to finish several things in this first month and make really good progress on a lot of the other items in this project. So we will start with the empties. I have 5 products. The first one is the NYX Plump Right Back Primer. This had 0.27 fluid ounces or 8 mils in it, where a normal primer sample has 5 mils, so there was a little bit more in here. And this is a fine primer. It is slightly gripping, but not too bad, not too sticky. I do not like gripping primers in general, but this is one that I do enjoy. But I don't think it necessarily held my makeup on any longer. I think that this is a nice drugstore product, but I didn't notice a ton from it. So as of right now, I would not repurchase, but I do think if I got another mini, I would use it up. But I really wanted to try this, so I'm so glad I got that as a freebie from Ulta. Then I use this up so much faster than I thought. That would be the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte Foundation in 100 True Alabaster. I'm not going to cut it open to scrape the sides, but you can see through the packaging here. I really fell in love with this year, and I know that this has been out for forever, and I have so many more foundations I need to use up, but this is one of the best foundations, period. Like drugstore, high-end, whatever, best foundations, period, because it does have a nice full coverage look without being too mask-like. Very long wearing. It does have a soft matte finish. This is really, really nice. I will repurchase in the future, and I'm glad that they added at least a few lighter shades, because the lightest color used to be like really peachy, and then this one was a little light for me, but the undertone was great. So again, that's 100 True Alabaster. So at the intro, this weighed 0.532 ounces, and now all used up, it weighs 0.434. And I was also surprised by how quickly I went through my next empty, which is the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer in 12 in Fair Neutral. I had just pulled the stopper out before my intro, and there was not that much in here compared to other times I've used up and pulled out the stopper out of a Shape Tape Concealer. And I did, scrape out the product and put it in a little jar, but it did start feeling dry and a little bit more gummy, and I got so much product off the wand, but hopefully you guys can tell, all used up here. So at the intro, this weighed 0.674. Now all used up, it weighs 0.629. I already have a backup of this. I've tried lots of under eye concealers, and this one really is still my favorite because it is full coverage, has more of a satin finish. It just blends into all of my foundations so seamlessly. They have a really good shade range, and this is a great color for me. And then my last 2 empties are not makeup. So as you guys know, I have been putting sunscreens in most of my projects this year just to make sure I am consistent with using them. So I did finish one of my 3 Supergoop Unseen sunscreens. This had 0.34 ounces or 10 mils. So I'm glad, because we're on track with using up 1 a month. And I can't use too much of this because it is that silicone texture. And if I have this on, like a lot of it, and then with my makeup on over top, I'm oily, it's gonna slide around. But I do like this glow screen, I like better, but this is really good. And then I did also use up my perfume. This is commodity paper, and this was a 5 mil size, same as those little mini bottles. This is fine, I like it. Part of it is like a little like watered down, like it smells like it's sort of going off, but it's not, it's just a light scent. It's nice though. I would definitely use up more samples, but I would not purchase it. And then I had tons of little fall scented perfume samples. I did not like any of them. And I wouldn't be able to tell you what they are. The Maison Margiela replica perfumes, none of those work for me. I find them way too intense. I like those for like a room spray, but not for myself. One of the perfumes I thought I had was actually a cologne, so I gave that to Justin. It was really good. It was Spice Bomb by Victor and Roth, but like the newer one that has the packaging looks like a grenade. That's a wonderful smelling cologne. I think I might want to get that for him for Christmas. But none of the other perfume samples work for me. I didn't bring it out, but I am now going to be focusing on my oldest perfume, which is Viva La Juicy Noir. And that's a 3.4 ounce bottle. It is going to be too heavy for the scale, probably even when it's empty, because the packaging is so heavy. But I am going to mostly work on using that. I don't even know if I'm going to be able to make a dent, but I hope so. It's something that I like, but I don't love anymore, and I would like to just get it out of my collection. So unless I get sick of it, that's something I think I might want to use now and use through the end of my winter project, but we'll see. And then I did hit some of my other goals for shadows and liners, but I will get to that at the end. So now let me show you the progress and the other things I have left. So I did already roll in and start working on my second tube of the Supergoop Unseen Sunscreen. I try to hold this up to the light and I'm not able to see through. The product hasn't settled, but I feel pretty good that I can finish this by next month. Then for my primer spray, we have my 1 ounce size of MAC Fix Plus. I was here at my intro, now I'm down here. This will definitely be finished by my next update, which will be so exciting. And then I will move on to something I want to finish next year, the Peach and Lily Glass Skin Mist. That's gonna take so long, it's huge. So I do want to start working on that this year if I'm able to. And then I have 2 face primers I want to roll in. I've already used this one like 5 times, and wow, this mini does not have very much. The Hourglass Vanish Airbrush Primer, and it has 3 mils in it, where most primer samples have 5. So yeah, this will be done pretty early on in the month. Is interesting so far. And then I also got this as an Ulta freebie, and people have been dying over this one, so I'm excited to try this formula. The NYX Marshmallow Primer, and this has 0.27 ounces or 8 mils. So this one will be done by next month, not this one, but it should be done by the finale. I'm not going to be adding in a foundation. I just want to play around with some different combos and different foundations in my collection just to re-familiarize myself with the formulas and see if there's anything that I have decided I want to pan next year. But I am going to roll in another concealer. This is a little mini I got from Sephora, the Charlotte Tilbury Beautiful Skin Radiant Concealer in Fair 1. I've already been using this a little bit. I will definitely take out the stopper, but it seems like this has a decent amount of product. Ooh, it's on there, but I can't read it. It's too tiny. So this will probably last to the finale, which is fine with me. I am enjoying this so far. And then I have my liquid highlighter. I am so proud of this progress. The Illamasqua Beyond Liquid Highlight in OMG. It has 2 mils in it, or 0.06 fluid ounces. It is so skinny. I have used it 19 times over the past month, which is great. I'm squeezing out just the tiniest amount because this is too dark for me. And for most of the month, I had been just kind of rubbing it between my fingers, doing it on the top of my cheeks. And then what I had left, I was doing my T-zone, and I'm a super oily person, so it wasn't looking the best. So over the past week, probably, I've been getting out, you know, the smallest amount possible, doing the cheekbones, and then right here on my temples to give a little bit of glow but not make me look too oily. And looks crazy. I've been blending it out with this Anissa angled care brush. So I'm just like using one little spray of Fix Plus, then kind of just zhuzhing it to make sure it's all mixed throughout. And then I just kind of tap to blend it out here and on my cheeks, and that is working perfectly. So I think I might even finish it by next month, which would be amazing. I'm so happy with how quickly I've been working through this because I really wanted to use it up, but I was a little bit nervous knowing it was too dark. And next I have my Supergoop Resetting SPF powder, and I poured it all into this little NYX container to make it easier to apply. And I have used this one 14 times. I have not been putting this on for the days where I'm putting on makeup to film at night and I'm not going outside at all, even though I could, and even though it's, you know, going to be expired. This expires in October, but I still just don't want to be wasteful. I have been applying it with the brush that it comes with. This is so soft. I do need to wash it so it's nice and fresh, but once I use up the product, I think I'll just put this brush in my purse for touch-ups because it's so nice and soft. But you really do not need much of this. I am picking up a little bit, then putting it in the cap and kind of zhuzhing around, and I'm able to get my whole face. So I wish I had weighed this at the intro, but I didn't. But I'm gonna weigh this now, and it is 1.552 ounces. I am a little bit nervous about getting through it. I might end up using it as a setting powder, not just as like a little dusting powder. We'll see where I'm at next month. but I am really happy that I used it 14 times. I also wanted to say, if my highlight is looking crazy over here, it's because I'm using the Patrick Ta face palette that has that yucky gloss, and my purple eyeshadow fallout stuck to it. So that's why it looks crazy. And then we have my setting spray, which is the Urban Decay All Nighter Summer Solstice. You guys know I've been using this on and off all year, and not until my intro was I actually able to get some weight on the scale. Previously it had been too heavy, but at my intro this was weighing 3.296 ounces, and now it is 2.420 ounces, which is fantastic. It's definitely feeling much lighter. I don't think this will be done by next update, but by the finale I think that I can get there, which will be so amazing. But I love this product, but it has been taking me such a long time, and it's just like making me nervous because I have so many full-size setting sprays in my collection. And next we have my little Kosas brow gels, and I did not use these at all. I really thought I was gonna get through my Benefit Gimme Brow faster, and I'm just not. So I'm gonna put that on hold for now, and then I'm just gonna focus on one of these. And my makeup usage has gone down over the past 2 weeks or so because I've started my new job, but it's just been onboarding. I'm not working every day, so therefore I'm not putting makeup on every day like I was before. So I'm going to, for this month, use the tinted one. This is the Kosas Airbrow Tinted Volumizing Treatment Gel in the taupe color. And this just is a little baby size, but I will take the stopper out most likely. Very excited to try this formula because I did buy a full size in a different color. Not that I needed a brow gel, but I will focus on this one first. Hope I can get through this in a month, and then I will use the clear one in the last month of the project. Another really exciting product is my Laura Mercier Caviar Stick in Metallic Taupe. I'll put a picture on the screen of where I was last time. And this is how much I have left now, the tiniest nub. So I am officially now going to scoop out all of the remaining product, put it in a sample jar, and then apply with a brush or my finger. And we'll see how quickly I can get through that. And then for my lip care product, I have my Grande Cosmetics Hydrating Lip Plumper Mini. I have been putting this on as like the first step in my makeup routine. Used it 22 times, and you guys can see there's some product on the bottom, some on the sides, and then a decent amount on the top. I will pull out the stopper. I think that this should last me maybe 2 more weeks. And then I do have another of the same size. So when I finish this, I will roll this one in. And if I can finish both of them by the finale, that would be amazing. But if I can do at least one, I'll feel happy with that too. And then you guys, I'm so proud of my lip gloss progress. So I am working on the Buxom Full On Lip Polish in Celeste and the lip cream in Hot Toddy. And I've told you guys before, the way that I feel like I'm not cheating when I'm using a lip gloss is I'm allowed to put this on in the car once on the way to work usually, but a place, and then once on the way back. And even though I haven't been working as much, we've been going to different appointments or just different places, and I am always using Celeste. So I've gotten a lot more use out of this one, and I've been saving Hot Toddy for meetings. As I said, I haven't had as many meetings. As I said, I haven't had as many meetings over the past 2 weeks, so this progress should pick up in the next month. But here is Celeste. It was at the very top. We're all the way down here at the top of the X. I don't think this will be finished by next month because I feel like this progress will slow down and this will pick up, but we'll see. And then for Hot Toddy, I am right above the U. I'm so proud of this progress. So I do feel like I will actually finish both of these by the finale, which will be so amazing because each of these have half the amount of product as a full size. So I will be finishing one full size gloss essentially. So now into my usage products. For cream blush, I have 5. I want to use them all 5 times, and there's progress on all of them, but not amazing. So for my Kiko Rebel Bouncy Blush in Velvety Peach, I used this one 2 times. Bare Minerals Bounce and Blur Blush in Blurred Buff, I used this one twice. Merit Blush Balm in Terracotta, I only used once. MAC Glow Play Blush in Blush Please, I also only used once. And my Persona Cream Blush Stick in Teddy, I used twice. And then I had 5 ColourPop Creme Gel liners I wanted to use 5 times each, and I did hit my goal on one of them, and I'm most surprised by this color because it's not my favorite. It's just a bronze, but it does go well with a lot of eye looks. And this is the Groundbreaker shade from the Avatar collection. I did use it 5 times. So I will still have this in my main makeup storage, and I will track any more uses I get on it, but for now I've reached my goal. Then I have this color Brickell, which is a gorgeous metallic copper. It's from one of the basketball duos that's on sale right now, and I have used this one 4 out of 5 times. And then the other 3, I've used them all 3 times, which is pretty good. This is Red Rock, which is a matte terracotta. Wildcat is a metallic pea soup. And Fiery Fierce is a metallic cranberry. So I do feel like I should be able to reach my goal in these by next update, and then I might pick a few shades, probably these 2, that I might want to up my goal to 10. But for now, just want to get 5 uses on all of them. Then I have my liquid shadows. I wanted to use these 5 times each. I used them all only once. I have these 2 Stila Glitter and Glows. I did take the stopper out of both of them, and I did add in some Inglot Duralime. It didn't seem to make a difference. Now it's just extra goopy and separated. So I am calling these done. I'm gonna toss them, and I'm not buying any more liquid shadows. I'm just not. I'll stick to creams and singles, but no more liquids. So these 2 shades were Sunset Fire and Burnished Sienna. And then I had the Shimmer and Glow in La Douce, which is this pretty olive color, and this one is not quite as dried out. So maybe I'm going to just decrease my goal to use this one 3 times, and then I'll decide what I want to do with this. So changing my goal from 5 to 3. And then I had these 2 Natasha Denona palettes where I wanted to use these no pan left behind style, which means use every shade 1 time. The first one I had was the gold palette. I did use every shade in here once. I don't love this as much as everybody else. Now, the green colors in here, I love the most. The other ones are not super special. I do like the more mustardy tones. It was pretty. I enjoyed the looks that I created. I wish that this was a midi $69 palette instead of this huge $120 palette. And the other palette I have is the Metropolis. I think I used 5 shades out of here. Let me see the names. I used this shimmery olive called Shield. Then these 3 mattes. Ripe, Stain, and Chrism. That's interesting. And then it looks like I also use this metallic copper crest. There are 28 shades in this palette. I've only used 5. That means 23 left. So I've got a lot to go. So this probably won't be done until the finale, and I have so many false shadows that I want to play with, so I will try to make sure I'm using this every time for work makeup. And whenever I have my glasses on, I feel like I can get away with a little bit more of an intense eye look because my glasses are covering it a bit. So I'm a little nervous about that one, but I think that I can make it. But I do think I have some decent uses on these other products for my first month. So guys, this was my first update for my fall project pan. Feeling pretty good so far. I do think I should have a decent amount of empties for next month, and I really think I should be able to hit all of my goals by the finale, but we'll see. I am also doing a year-long project pan, and I am doing a rolling sample project pan where I work on sample and full-size hair, skin, and body products. In case you are interested in seeing some project pans featuring those items, please just check out my channel. My sample project pan video was my last one. I would love to know what projects you guys are doing right now, and I would love to know what items you guys are working on. I would love to hear your thoughts if you've tried out these products. Thank you all so much for watching this video. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye guys.